Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I'm preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I come with very special lecture. Today I am going to make all of you understand the quality of the devotees. The भक्त के कैसे गुण होते हैं, किस प्रकार के गुण डिवोटी के होते हैं, उस बारे में बात करेंगे. Today I am going to talk about this all things. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by S. Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhu from ISKCON temple. And I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense pure book, the science and humanity. And I'm trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into chapter number 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. यहाँ पे Lord Krishna here answer to Arjuna about the quality of the impersonal Brahmana, the quality of the devotee. Here Arjun asks, Arjun Uvacha, here Arjun asks in first verse of this particular chapter, chapter number 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Here Arjuna asks, Iva Satata Yuktaha ye bhaktastva parpupasate यह चापक्षर मयवत तेसह यह योग वित्तमाह यह योग वित्तमाह. Here Arjun asks, what are the qualities of the impersonal Brahmanas? The Brahmana does has the same quality as a devotee of Lord Krishna or devotee of other people. Here Arjun inquired. Which are the considered to be the most perfect? Those who always properly engage in your devotional services. The people who engage in your devotional services or engage in and engage in the activities, in the material activities as impersonal Brahmana. Which one is the best? Lord Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Vasudev. Here Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. मया वेश मनो ये माँ नियुक्त उपासते. Here Krishna, Vasudev, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind. Here answer to Arjuna. Here Maya Vesha Mano ye Ma Niyukta Upasate hai. Shraddha Pareyo Pretas Tatah Me Yukta Ma Matah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana. Govind here stated, answer to Arjuna, those who fixed their mind on my personal form. Lord Krishna here stated, those people who actually fixed his or her mind, their mind in my personal form, my universal form, my transcendental nature, my transcendental form, then that particular person will definitely behave like me and behave like Lord Krishna. The particular person who has surrendered unto me surely behave like me and engage in worshipping me with a great transcendental faith, transcendental love and transcendental faith. Both are required in order to obtain Lord Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana. In order to obtain Lord Krishna, the transcendental nature and transcendental faith and also transcendental love is required in order to get a supreme abode of Lord Krishna. Here considered by me to be most perfect. Who is the most perfect person in this material world? The person who has surrendered unto me and also render devotional services in my real form, in my personal form. That particular devotee is like a perfect person in this material world, most perfect. Lord Krishna further elaborate. यत्वक्षरः निर्देश्यम यक्तमः प्रयुपासते सर्वत्र चिन्तमः च कुतस्थलमचल ध्रुवमः संयमेव इंद्रियाणि गामः सर्वत्र संयमेव इंद्रियाणि गामः सर्वत्र समबुद्धय स्टेडी इंटेलिजेंस ते प्रापवन्ति मामेन सर्वभूत हिते सतः. The person who is thinking in the welfare of each and every living entity, the person who is thinking in the each and every living entity, in the welfare of each and every living entity, and that person would never discriminate any living entity on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the religion, on the basis of the place of birth, on the basis of the gender. The person who is behaving equally with all the people, that particular devotee is very dear to me. This is what Lord Krishna said, directly achieve me. What kind of people will achieve me? Here Krishna directly stated, but those who fully worship in unmanifested, that would lies beyond the perfection of sense, the particular person who has controlled his senses by his sensory organs, how to control our senses, how to control our mind, and how to control our intelligence, and how to be self-realized. In order to get a self-realization, Lord Krishna here directly stated, Tasmad Indriyani Adu Niyamya Bharat Varsah Papa Prajayana Jnana Vijnana Nasanam Tasmad Indriyani Adu. Here Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind stated, Tasmad Indriyani Adu Niyamya Bharat Varsah Papa Prajayena Jnana Vijnana Nasanam. Here Krishna Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava here stated, Tasmad immediately, in order to control your mind, what you have to do? In order to control your mind, Arjun, what you have to do? You have to regulate your senses. You have to regulate your senses by your sensory organs. So we can't control our senses. आंखें तो देखेंगी, मुंह है तो बोलेगा, कान है तो सुनेगा, नाक है तो स्निफ करेगा, सूंघेगा, और हाथ है तो टच करेगा. But we have to regulate what we have to touch, what we have to see, what we have to sniff, what we have to speak, and what we have to hear. We have to regulate by our sensory organs. We have to regulate our senses by our sensory organs. Once we regulate our senses by our sensory organ, we can easily control our mind. And once our mind has been controlled, our intelligence has been controlled. And once our intelligence has been controlled, our soul will become a self-realized and also to become a very dear to Lord Krishna. Here stated, क्लेशो दिक्ता रस्य ते सम अव्यक्ता सस्य चेतसमः अव्यक्ता ही गतिर् दुःखमः अव्यक्ता ही गति दुःखम अव्यक्ता ही गति दुःखम देह व्यधिर व्यापते है. ये कृष्णा मधुसूदन मुकुंदा मुरारी केशव जनार्दन गोविंद here elaborate further. Here Krishna stated, for those whose mind are attached to the unmanifested, those whose mind are attached with unmanifested and impersonal feature of the supreme advancement is very troublesome. And to make a progressive, that discipline is always difficult for those who embodied, whose mind is attached. It's very difficult for those people whose mind is attached with this material world, with the relatives, with the mother, father, grandmother, wife, husband, the particular person whose mind is attached with a family, with this material world, my relatives, my friend, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. So this kind of people is very difficult to achieve Lord Krishna because his or her mind has been attached with a material thing. So those mind is attached with a material thing, it is very difficult to that particular person to obtain the supreme abode of Lord Krishna. So it's very difficult to those people to become a devotee of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna further stated, "Tu ye tu sarvani karmani." Here Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava here stated, "Ye tu sarvani karmani mahi sanspara matparaha अन्य नेव योगेन मा ध्यानत उपासते है त्रेसा मह समृद्धाः मृत्यु संसार सागरतः भवामि न चिरात् पाथ मया वेशित चेतसामः यह कृष्णा वासुदेव मधुसूदन मुकुंदा मुरारी केशवा जनार्दन गोविंद धर्मे च अर्थे च कामे च मोक्षे भरतवर्ष यदि हस्ति तद यंत्रे तद कवचित यदि हस्ति तद यंत्रे तद कवचितः धर्मे च अर्थे च कामे च मोक्षे भरतवर्ष यदि हस्ति तद यंत्रे तद कवचित. Lord Krishna directly stated here, but those who worship me, those people who worship me and giving up all the activities unto me, and being my devotee, devoted to me without deviation, that particular person would not fluctuate from his path in the devotional services. The particular person who is steady in the path on the path of the devotional services and engaged in the devotional services and always meditating upon me, having a fixed their mind upon me. O son of Prutha, O Arjun, O son of Prutha, O Parth, I am the ship deliverer from the ocean of the birth and death. I will never let the particular soul to take a birth again and again. I am the ship deliverer of the particular soul from the cycle of the birth and death. and that particular person will never take a birth again and again and never die again and again. I will make that particular person free from the cycle of the birth and death. This is what Lord Krishna stated. संसार सागरतः, संसार सागरतः, मृत्यु संसार सागरतः, कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरिये परमात्मने प्रणत क्लेश नाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. ये कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरिये परमात्मने प्रणत क्लेश नाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः, गोविंदाय नमो नमः. मृत्यु संसार सागरत. Krishna here directly stated सर्व धर्मान परित्यजन्ते. अर्जुन, सर्वधर्मान परित्यजन्ते मामे शरणं वज्रः अहम तं सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुलः. Abandon all the religious practices and just surrender unto me. Here Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Krishna, Govind, Kesava. Here directly stated, Govardhana directly stated, सर्व धर्मान परित्यजन्ते मामे एकम शरणम वज्रः अहम तम सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुलः. सभी धर्मों का त्याग करके पार्थ मेरी शरण में आ जा. सभी धर्मों के त्याग करके पार्थ मेरी शरण में आ जाओ. मैं तुम्हें तुम्हारे सारे कर्मों से मुक्त कर दूंगा, मैं तुम्हें मोक्ष दिला दूंगा. ये कृष्णा स्टेटेड, डायरेक्टली स्टेटेड टू अर्जुना, अबैंडन ऑल द रिलीजियस प्रैक्टिसेस and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. So Parth, you don't have to fear. Just surrender unto me. Once you surrender unto me, it's my responsibility to not let you down. To not let you down. I will surely protect your reputations. I will definitely not allow anybody to spoil your images in the material world. You will definitely become my supreme devotee once you surrender unto me. समर्पण तो भक्ति का प्रथम चरण है, और प्रथम चरण इस भक्ति क्या है? इस ओनली स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. सो वेर एवर वी गो, लॉर्ड कृष्णा इज विथ अस. So we have to chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishna further stated, Maya Vya Mana Adhastasya Mahi Buddhi Nirvesya Mahi Buddhi Nirvasya Nirvasishyasi Maya Vetah Artha Uddhavana Sansaya Artha Uddhavana Sansaya Artha Uddhavana Sansaya. Here Krishna stated, you don't have to keep any kind of doubt in your mind. Once you surrender to me, it's my responsibility. Once you fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage your all intelligence in me, thus you will live in me without any doubt. You will surely live me without any doubt. Once you surrender to me, once you fix your mind and intelligence upon me, then you will surely live in me. There is no doubt about this all things. This is what Krishna stated. Krishna further said, अथ चित समाधातु न सक्रोशी मयि स्थिरम अथ चित समाधातु न सक्रोशी मयि चितम अभ्यास योगेन तत्व मामि शस्यु धनंजय अभ्यास योगेन तत्व मामि शस्यु धनंजय. ये कृष्णा मधुसूदन मुकुंद मुरारी केशव जनार्दन डायरेक्टली स्टेटेड टू अर्जुना, my dear Arjun, O winner of wealth, if you can't fix your mind upon me without deviation, here Krishna make Arjuna understand how to be my devotee, how to surrender unto me, and how to obtain me. Here Lord Krishna make Arjuna understand 5 ways to obtain me, to surrender unto me, to get me, to obtain me. Here Lord Krishna make Arjuna understand 5 ways to understand me, to obtain me, obtain my supreme abode. Here Lord Krishna stated, my dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you can't fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principle of Bhakti Yoga. You must have to follow the regulative principle of Bhakti Yoga. If you are unable to do so, then what you have to do? This is the first way. If you are unable to fix your mind upon me, then what you have to do? First, you have to fix your mind upon me, fix your mind and intelligence upon me. This is the first way. The Lord Krishna stated how to obtain me. First way is you have to fix your mind and intelligence upon me. Second way is to follow the regulative principle of Bhakti Yoga. And third way, if you can't practice the regulative principle of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. You have to, whatever work you are doing, just try to work for me. to render your devotional service for unto me. This is what Lord Krishna says. Work for me, working for me, you will come to real perfect stage. Lord Krishna further said, you are unable to do so. This will be the fourth way. You are unable to work in my consciousness. Then what you have to do? Give up all the result of your work and try to self-situated. निष्काम कर्म योगी बन जाओ. निष्काम कर्म करो. पहला रास्ता है कि लॉर्ड कृष्णा में अपनी बुद्धि को स्थिर करो. अगर वो नहीं हो रहा है तो भक्ति करो. भक्ति होकर रेगुलेटरी प्रिंसिपल को फॉलो करो. तीसरा रास्ता, अगर वो भी नहीं हो रहा है तो जो भी काम कर रहे हो मेरे लिए काम करो. कृष्णा से मेरे लिए काम करो. अगर वो भी नहीं हो रहा है तो क्या करो, जो काम कर रहे हो उसका फल का त्याग करके सेल्फ सिचुएटेड आत्मज्ञानी हो जाओ. अगर वो भी नहीं हो पा रहा है तो कृष्णा स्टेटेड, then cultivate knowledge, what transcendental knowledge, and trying to read Vedas and Puranas, and also trying to read the opulence of Lord Krishna, then you will surely reach to me. This is what Lord Krishna stated here. Lord Krishna further stated, adreshtaha sarva bhutanah maitra karana ivachaha nirmamyo nirankara samadukha samiha. Here Lord Krishna explained Arjuna about the qualities of the devotee. This is the central idea. This is the main theme of the particular lecture, particular video. Here we have started. अद्रेष्टाः सर्वभूतानां मैत्र करुण इव च निर्मेमो निरंकार समदुःख समीह संतुष्ट सतत योगी यतात्मान द्रुत निश्चय मया प्रीतः मन बुद्धि मदत्व समे प्रिय नरः. Lord Krishna here stated, one who is not envious but kind friend to all the living entity. The particular person who is not envious and kind and very kind friend to all the living entity, behave equally with all the people. There is a no envious, there is a no anger, there is a no any kind of the partiality. The particular person who is impartial and free from the all kind of enviousness, and who doesn't think himself as a proprietor, and who is free from the false ego. The particular person who is free from the false ego and who is equal in the both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always self-satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in the devotional service with a determination. Engage in the devotional services with a determination. His mind and inclination is fixed upon me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. What kind of devotee is very dear to Lord Krishna? The particular person who is not envious and a friend to all the living entity, who doesn't think himself as a proprietor, and who is free from the false ego, and who is equal in the both happiness and distress, and who is tolerant and always self-satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in the devotional services. Only this kind of the devotee is very dear to Lord Krishna. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Lord Krishna further stated about the quality of Lord Krishna's devotee, the perfect stage and perfect devotee of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna further stated, Yasmana dvijate lokoho. Here Krishna directly stated to Arjuna, Yasmana dvijate lokoho. Yasmana dvijate lokoho. लोकान द्विजते चह. यस्मान द्विजते लोको लोकान द्विजते चह. हर्षामर्षो भयोद्वेग मुक्त हो चमी प्रिय नर. हर्षामर्षो भयोद्वेग मुक्त हो चमी प्रिय नर. Here Krishna stated, by those who he by whom no one put into difficulty, who is not disturbed by anyone. The particular person who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anger, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. What kind of devotee is very dear to Lord Krishna? Another quality. The particular person who is not put into difficulty, who is not disturbed by anyone. The particular devotee who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress and fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Lord Krishna further said, अनप्रेक्ष श्रुषि द्रक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः स्वराम्भः परित्यागी यो मद भक्ता चमी प्रिय. Here Krishna stated, my devotee who is not dependent on ordinary course of activities. Here Krishna directly stated, my devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of the activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all the pains, and not striving for the result. Not striving for the result is very dear to me. The particular devotee who is not striving for the result is very dear to me. Lord Krishna further stated, Yo na harsati, na dvesati, na sosati, na kankasati, शुभ अशुभ परित्यजति भक्त मामं चमी प्रिय नरः यो न हर्षति न द्वेषति न शोषति न कंकासति शुभ अशुभ परित्यजति भक्त मामं चमी प्रिय नरः. Here Krishna stated, one who neither rejoice nor grieves, one who neither rejoice nor grieve, who neither lament nor desire, who neither lament nor desire, who renounce both auspicious and inauspicious activities. Such a devotee is very dear to me. Who renounce auspicious and also inauspicious activities. Such a devotee is very dear to me. This is what Lord Krishna stated. Lord Krishna further said, Sama satru cha mitra tata man apman yoha. This is actually my most favorite verse. Here Krishna, Vasudeva, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind stated, Sama satru cha mitra tata man apman yoha. शीतोष्णो सुख दुखेषु सम संग विवर्जितः शीतोष्णो सुख दुखेषु सम संग विवर्जितः तुल्य निंदा स्तुतिर मुनि संतुष्टो येन केनचितः तुल्य निंदा स्तुतिर मुनि संतुष्टो येन केनचितः अनिकेत स्थिर मतिर भक्त मामं चमी प्रिय नरः अनिकेत स्थिर मतिर भक्त मामं चमी प्रिय नरः. ये कृष्णा स्टेटेड सम शत्रु च मित्रः. लिसन इट वेरी केयरफुली. सम शत्रु च मित्र तथा मान अपमान योह शीतोष्णो सुख दुखेषु सम संग विवर्जितः तुल्य निंदा स्तुतिर मुनि संतुष्टो येन केनचितः अनिकेत स्थिर मतिरः अनिकेत स्थिर मतिर भक्त मामं चमी प्रिय नरः. Krishna stated, one who is equal to friend and enemies, one who is treating friend and enemy equally without keeping any kind of partiality, without keeping any kind of animosity. The particular person who is equal with a friend and enemy and who is equiposed in honor and dishonor, the who is equiposed in honor and dishonor, heat and cold and happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from the contaminating association, always free from the contaminating association, always silent and satisfied. The particular person, particular devotee who is always silent and self-satisfied and doesn't care for any residents, whoever residing around him, he doesn't care. He is only in the devotional services of Lord Krishna. Only this kind of person who is fixed in the knowledge and also engaged in the devotional services, and that particular devotee is very dear to me. This is what Lord Krishna stated. This kind of devotee is very dear to me. This is stated by Lord Krishna. Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Madhusudan, Murari. Here stated, a particular devotee who is equal with friend and enemy and who is equiposed in all conditions, whether there is happiness or distress, sukh dukhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yodhai ujasva nevam papam avapsasi. जो इंसान सुख दुख में एक समान रहता है, लाभ हानि जय पराजय के विचार करे अभी अपना कर्म करता है, ऐसा भक्त कभी मेरे पाप का भागीदार नहीं बनता. इस भक्त को मैं इस जन्म में संतोष देता हूँ और मृत्यु के बाद अपने अंतर में स्थान देता हूँ. एक लॉर्ड कृष्णा कहते हैं. लॉर्ड कृष्णा आगे कहते हैं, those who follow this imperishable path of devotional services, imperishable path of devotional services, who completely engage themselves with a faith, making me the supreme goal. Lord Krishna, we all have to make Lord Krishna as a supreme goal of our life. That particular devotee is very dear to Lord Krishna. We sing Lord Krishna everywhere and everything in Lord Krishna. Listen it very carefully. जो सब कुछ Lord Krishna के अंदर देखते हैं और Lord Krishna में सब कुछ देखते हैं, ऐसा भक्त Lord Krishna को सबसे ज़्यादा प्रिय है. ऐसा भक्त बनने का हमें प्रयास करना चाहिए. और लॉर्ड कृष्णा विल नेवर लेट डाउन हिज ट्रू डिवोटी, एंड दिस इज द क्वालिटी ऑफ द ट्रू डिवोटी, परफेक्ट डिवोटी ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा. तस्मान लोको न द्विजते लोकान द्विजते लोकान द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षो भयो द्रेग मुक्तो च मे प्रिय नरः. हर्षामर्षो, जो व्यक्ति किसी को मुश्किल में ना छोड़ के चला जाए और जिसकी वजह से वो खुद अपने आप को मुश्किल में ना गिराए, ऐसा भक्त बेसिकली यहाँ पे कहते हैं लॉर्ड कृष्णा जो भी कोई भी सिचुएशन का सामना करे और डिस्टर्ब ना हो, ऐसा भक्त मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा प्रिय है. दिस इज द क्वालिटी ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा's devotee. वी ऑल हैव टू एक्वायर the actual quality of Lord Krishna's devotee, whatever Lord Krishna mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 12 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The name of the chapter number 12 is Bhakti Yoga. We all have to put ourselves in the devotional services of Lord Krishna, because He is there. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And lastly, I would have to say, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namah. We all must have to acquire the actual quality of which actually suit the devotee of Lord Krishna. Thank you so much. If you're having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Radhe.